There's no time. Take this. Keep it safe. Information. The Ice Reach Coven at work in the west. Just need more proof. Go! They're coming! Don't trust them. Only Lyris. She's...
You there! What did that fugitive tell you? Who are you? Another spy? What did this lying Easterner say to you? Assisting a fugitive is a crime in Hafingar Hold. Unless you want to find out how we deal with traitors and spies, tell me what he said to you. Lucky for you. If he had told you any seditious lies and you decided to keep them from us, you'd have been in real trouble. Don't stick your nose where it doesn't belong. Solitude doesn't take kindly to instigators or strangers. And mark my words, you'd rather not get on the wrong side of the High King's guard. Go on. Just remember, I'll be keeping an eye on you.
Since coming here, I keep dreaming about someone staring into my window, watching me sleep.
Stay back! I'll do it! I'll stab you! I mean it! One step closer, and I'll stick you like a hawker! I don't know any Brondold. That is what I told the guards, and that is what I'm telling you. I don't want any more trouble. You make me stab you, and it's my word against yours. Dead? Stone's mercy. And I'm next, aren't I? I promise. I don't know anything. I won't make any trouble. I'll disappear. I don't even like it here. You'll never see me again. He did not tell me a lot. Said he was tracking some bad people. Asked me to keep an eye out for any unusual comings and goings. He'd come by now and then with a sweet roll and a few coins for my trouble. He was nice. The last time we spoke, it was about the men with the job postings. A pair of wolves in sheep's clothing. Trying to blend in, but still off around the edges. Same with their horses. Sheared mountain mares. Come from the Reach, I wager. Flyers. They were hanging them at the inn around the city. Something about a lucrative opportunity in the Druidek Mountains. I really did not pay them a lot of attention. I was more interested in the men distributing them. Take Brondo's horse and run before someone less friendly comes to find me. Bron was going to take me back east after he finished here. I want to live where strangers are welcomed with a smile instead of a scowl. I hear Wilhelm is like that.
The people here in Solitude give useless advice. I don't understand how putting honey into a jar, burying it at the site of the last death, and sprinkling the area with my hearthfire ashes is supposed to keep my livestock from being killed.
Kyne's Aegis needs your help. Sea giants and vampires are everywhere. You look sturdy enough. Vampires and sea giants have invaded the island of Kyne's Aegis. We need all the willing warriors we can find to repel the attack. Like I said, a fleet of sea giants and vampires stormed the island, bent on slaughter. Our soldiers fought bravely, but the invaders pushed the last of our troops back to the keep. They'll land the decisive blow any minute. Gather some stout allies and take this boat north to the island. Once you arrive, speak to Captain Lilmyra. Provided she's still alive, she'll lay out Thane Agvar's plan for defending the island. Kyne preserve you, friend. With your help, we might have some hope of driving the vampires back. Not much, but enough.
reinforce the palisades. We can't lose the keep. Please tell me you're our reinforcements. You look like exactly what we need to save Kyle's Aegis.
You must be one of the recruits from the mainland. Did Tarvera send you? Good. Most of our grizzled veterans have already fallen. We could use a seasoned warrior like you. Talk to Thane Ogbar. He's there by the gate. He's tried to organize a few counterattacks, but we haven't gotten far. With you and your allies' help, we might finally be able to turn these bastards back.
Come to help us, huh? I hope you brought some sturdy friends. I wager Stun himself would struggle to turn back Lord Falgraven and his giant allies.
Kyne's Aegis needs your help. Sea giants and vampires are everywhere. Aegis needs your help. Sea giants and vampires are everywhere.
I seem to be making a lot of enemies lately.
Have you ever seen a vampire? I did once. Can't quite remember where, but it'll come to me. I swear I saw some werewolves on my way to Solitude too. Or maybe that was in Glenumbra.
Seek not pies or cakes or lesser pastries. No, only the splendor of the sweet roll is worthy of your reverence. You don't want nasty tummy aches, do you? because too many of those lesser baked goods lead to them. The sweet roll does not.
I heard a tale about a man and his ghost adventuring companion. Now I kind of want one for my inn. Might keep us company, you know?
A lifetime of fighting is finally catching up with me.
Is it true Wuthrad was stolen from Fallowstone Hall?
Borfrey, is that you? Listen closely, you insufferable clod. I need you to find my notes and... Wait, you're not Borfrey. I can tell from the lack of heavy breathing and sniffles. Who are you? Stuck in the bottle? No, no, no. This is a devious and very stubborn illusion. One that you now have the privilege of breaking. I was conducting some research, you see, and inadvertently triggered this spell. Luckily, I know how to reverse it. It's quite simple. I recorded the locations of 3 verses of a powerful incantation in my journal on the off chance something like this occurred. Acquire the verses, come back and dispel this illusion. I'll make it worth your while. I promise. My assistant Borfrey has my journal. Find it, read my notes, and acquire the incantation. Also tell him to come get me. Someone nearly took a swig of me. Oh, I suppose introductions are in order. I am Narcissus Dren, famed historian, etc. Oh, does it really matter? Every historian worth his salt winds up trapped in an illusion at some point. Oh, very common, and thus not worthy of discussion or commitment to record. I will say, though, as magical traps go, Male Moth's wards are top tier.
stop at once. No need for concern. Pay the bounty and you'll leave. Thank you for being reasonable.
Looking to settle in here among those...
I had not thought to meet people who believed stranger things than the stone-chewer goblins, yet here I am in solitude among these Nords. The things I do to bring quality goods to places.
I suspected that I wouldn't find much about Peryide here in Solitude, but I can't leave any location unverified. So far, no books, no cultists, no bardic lore, nothing.
If you see a pretty bottle around, let me know. It talks, if that helps. Oh, thank you. I was worried that Master Dren had gotten lost when I went to get myself some stew. I guess I just forgot why I set the bottle down. I'll go and get it. Him. As soon as I finish my stew. It's really good stew. That's good. A talking bottle makes me nervous, and it sure made Master Dren crankier than normal. I'll bring it here and keep it safe with his other stuff. Don't worry.
What do you want?
What is it? Another day, another infernal hellstorm.
You have any
About time I found someone whose spine wasn't bent with age or cowardice. There's trouble on the horizon. Dark clouds are gathering over the Western Kingdom. Harrow storms, they're called. The conjurings of Reachman witchcraft. Unfortunately, there are more reports of these unholy storms than folk willing to brave them. What the Swords of Solitude needs is a group of volunteers with the guts to wade into a few of these harrow storms and stop the accursed witch work that is causing these fell winds to blow.
Why couldn't the dwarves' infernal contraptions?
Who's this? Strong, sober, well-equipped? The coterie of organized scholars needs adventurers of your stripe. Our research very much depends on it. Our fieldwork is fascinating, satisfying, and it pays quite... well, there is payment. Interesting. The coterie's resident paranormal scholar needs help studying the migratory behavior of spirits after significant durations of imprisonment. Ethically sourced, of course. There's an ancient Nord prison called Midnight Barrow. Our research indicates history's worst criminals were entombed there, and their spirits trapped within umbric urns. All you need to do is smash those urns and observe the results. Western Skyrim offers a delightful panoply of subject matter, as you'll soon discover. Which reminds me, you should seek out the scholar organizing this study for additional advice.
The Swords of Solitude are short on volunteers and full on trouble. There's honest gold aplenty if you've got enough spine for the work. An explorer limped into town, warning of a giant dwarven colossus, endlessly building upon itself somewhere far beneath the earth. I'd say let sleeping dwarves lie, but the explorer believes the thing will only grow more large and dangerous with time. Destroy it, and any dwarven scrap laying around as well. Just to be sure the thing doesn't somehow repair itself if you manage to break it. Here's where the explorer claims to have found this giant construct. Good luck. Quick!
What?
I'm telling them it's true, but do they listen? I know I've got a few knots on my head the size of a pear, but I didn't imagine a giant dwarven construct scooping up scrap to cobble onto itself. It's real! Well, I'll be. I thought Hidaver was just telling me they'd look into it to get me to go away. She told you that it's some sort of colossus. A big lumbering thing with whirling blades that spray fire and steam everywhere, and that is getting bigger. Sturdy as dwarven works can be, they aren't invulnerable. I'm certain this strange thing has a weakness. It keeps building upon itself, but who knows if it's very good at it. You might knock one bolt loose and collapse the whole thing to pieces. I think it was Blackreach. Beyond the ruin, it was endless caverns lit by glowing fungus and crystals, like nothing I've ever seen. I didn't wander far, but I found a working dwarven lift and rode it out of the darkness before anything noticed me. Maybe I'll head back to those ruins once you've stopped that mechanical terror. There are bound to be some less dangerous discoveries to be made.
I haven't seen you before. Are you new to Solitude? Better yet, are you looking for work? If so, you've come to the right person. Let's talk. Not me, my debtors. I provide funds to the coterie of organized scholars and the Swords of Solitude militia. Both are short-handed and in arrears, so I took it upon myself to correct their courses before they leave me destitute. You'll work for them. Tenzin represents the coterie. Odd work, but it pays well. Hidaver handles the militia's assignments. Dangerous work. Don't do it alone. Here's an advance. Make sure you're prepared for the job they offer you. You're no good to anyone dead.
You're the one that saved Yoran the Skald King in Windhelm. Hail, hero!
This one knows that many people are lost throughout Skyrim. Yet Ilazun must focus on his own search for his sister. Whispers of a place called Blackreach have reached Ilazun's ears, so he goes there next. If he can find it.
What do you want?
What is it?
This one was pleased to find a refuge, but now this one is even more pleased to be selling her guild's goods from it. Much better than in Solitude proper.
Those bones, it gets worse each day. My mother's cousin says her neighbors disappeared.
Everyone has a story of someone going missing. Are any of them true?
Bah! Bloody mages and their bloody tricks.
Bet you could spare a coin.
Hello? Is that you, Doughty Assistant? Oh, thank feck. You have the incantation, yes? Read it quickly. You'll be surprised to hear that life as a bottle does not suit me. How should I know? I'm a historian, not a hedge wizard. Just use your best judgment. I have near total faith in you. Yes, that's it. I can feel the illusion script loosening. Keep going. Read the other lines. I think that's right. I can feel the glass cracking around me. Keep going. Speak the final line. That's it.
Oh, finally! Let's see. Legs, arms, stylish coiffure. Yes! Looks like everything's as it should be. What a relief. Oh, it's you, my under-eager assistant of adventures past. Well, any port in a storm, yes? We need to find Melmoth's Mysterium quickly. First, we need his journal. The bull-headed librarian refused to share it with me. Can you believe that? Oh, I'd almost forgotten how cheeky you are. I might have torn one of the pages. Honestly, you'd barely notice. But you know how librarians are. Spill a drink, or talk too loudly, or rip a few pages, and wham! They cast you out on your ear. A prickly Argonian named Dean Villaz. She works in the Mages Guild Library in Solitude. You lack my ample charisma, it's true, but you do radiate a certain degree of authority. I'm confident you can talk her out of the journal. Yes, of course. Narcissus Drain is always true to his word. If you assist me in following the clues laid out in Melmoth's journal, I will gladly share the wonders of his Mysterium with you. name did you bring them to?
Well?
Wait, but what do I see? Brave soul, a word. Look at you, those resolute shoulders, that glint in your eye that says, I'm ready for action. After searching high and low, I finally found just the person that Skyrim's premier arts college calls out for. How would you like to become a legend? The Bard's College, of course. We who pluck heartstrings and chill the blood. Years ago, our prized antique instruments were borrowed by an overzealous member. She meant to heal a rift within the college, but it only made things worse. No one knows. The bard responsible left clues to their locations in a song, Nell's Hidden Loves. Just as yours truly solves the first verse, that instrument surfaced at a secret auction. Are you available for hire to retrieve the instrument? No, naturally, you can't walk into a secret auction without the proper attire, especially not the Sapphire Societies. Their events are outre and rare, mind-boggling and taboo fair. No serfs at their affair. Sorry, I can't help myself. All these secret societies love disguising themselves. It gives a sense of excitement to their lives of leisure. Fortunately, bards hear all sorts of secrets. Wearing this robe and mask will get you in the door. You also need the right passphrase. The magnates of the Sapphire Society speak a simple phrase to gain entry into their events. A jewel of blue rules the view. Truly underscores how they see themselves, doesn't it? You might want to practice it, just to be sure. Excellent. You scan lines quickly, I see. Still, I would avoid any ad-libbing. Remember, a jewel of blue rules the view.
Speak. Welcome, and enter.
If you want to see our next item, you'll have to wait like everyone else. No private previews. You should know the rules. But believe me, you'll want to stick around for this one. It's a head-turner. The loot? Nice patina. Just a trifle I came across in one of my hunts. It went on the block earlier. Too bad you weren't here then. There was only one buyer. A little bidding war would have warmed up the crowd. Now I do wish you had been here. You are skirting the rules. No revealing identities of buyers. Still, if you had arrived on time, you would know that the buyer behaved like an obnoxious ass. We typically frown upon stumbling about from drink.
Oh look, another masked person, how dreary. If a steak comes back on the block, don't you outbid me. When else will I get to try Argonian? I hear they're all flavour and no fat. Ha! Instrument. Oh, that lute. Yes, a mantelpiece for my music room. Has a nice shine to it. I acquired it for a song. A song! I made a joke, see? Ha! Why are you asking? Disappointed I bought it? Then too bad for you. Buy it? I would never... Oh, wait. You just handed me how much? Well, in that case, of course you can. Take this note and collect your treasure from my servants outside. Please do business with me again.
Yes? Perhaps you seek this one's mistress. She is busy, not to be disturbed. What is this scrap you give Mazalkir? Well, this is her handwriting. This one thinks she has been drinking again, selling things she just bought. Of course, Mazalkir does not steal, even if she deserves it.
You've returned! Have you brought back the Petroloop? Will my fingers glide over its gentle curves once more? Ah, Petroloop returns home! You know, I wooed my first love with this very loot, and my third as well. Oh, thus begins the restoration of the college's famed collection to its former greatness. The history books will remember you for this. I assembled the museum for just this moment, but I think you deserve the honor of placing Petroloop on its podium. After you display the loot, perhaps you could read Nell's hidden loves. I could use your skill in recovering the other instruments. Ah, wonderful! I left a copy of Nell's hidden loves on the table there. Have a look. Wonderful! Look at the proud Petroloop in its proper place once more. And we're a step closer to undoing Nell's folly. But there are many other priceless instruments lost somewhere out in the world. They need to come home. Yes, indeed. Let the clues within Nell's hidden loves guide the way. As you travel through Skyrim, keep your eyes open. And your ears, too. These are instruments we're pursuing after all. If you find more of them, I'll be here. They say the first one is always the hardest. Everything should be much easier from here. Once you recover all the instruments, I will compose an epic, an adventurer's triumph, to celebrate their return. You will star in it, of course. Of course it will be. We will use the instruments too. They should be revered, yes, but used for special occasions. But first, more instruments. You'll have expenses. Let me weigh you down with some gold before you go. As you fill the museum, bards from all over will make their way to Solitude. Keep working on the clues in Nell's poem. Once we have all the instruments collected, the performance can begin.
This is taking...
Let me guess. You found one of those ridiculous handbills Reginus posted all over town. Gods, it's like we're holding auditions for the children's theater. Please understand, this is a serious commitment. You really wish to join the Antiquarian Circle? The University of Gweilem's most prestigious historical society. We scour the continent for lost antiquities, collecting and cataloging as we go. We've made hundreds of discoveries, thanks in no small part to our scrying tool, the Antiquarian's Eye. An invention of our university's founder, Chirain Fyre. It allows the wielder's mind to travel vast distances and find buried relics, truths lost to history. Gazing into the eye requires no small measure of talent. How talented are you, I wonder? Admission to the circle begins easily enough. Just place your hand on the Antiquarian's eye. If you possess the aptitude, you will attune to the eye immediately. If you don't possess the aptitude, the eye will reject you. Couldn't be simpler. Impressive. We rarely see such an energetic attunement. Well, well, well. It seems I underestimated you. With a reaction like that, you may well rival Gabrielle, our most accomplished antiquarian. I wonder what secrets you might find gazing through the eye. In a hurry, are we? We'll teach you to use the eye in due course. First, do you vow to uphold the principles and traditions of the Circle, to catalog your discoveries for future generations and give a true accounting of Tamriel's history? An excellent decision. Mastering the eye is no small endeavor. But with Gabrielle's tutelage and my rigorous oversight, we may make a true scholar of you yet. Welcome to the Circle, Antiquarian. Now then, we should begin your education in earnest. I suggest you speak with Gabrielle Benele. I can provide some scholarly advice, but when it comes to using the Antiquarian's eye itself, you'll find no better teacher than Gabrielle. Downstairs, poring over more maps and tomes, no doubt. Honestly, the girl never stops working. I'd almost think she was trying to make the rest of us look bad if she wasn't so confoundedly cheerful. At any rate, she'll get you sorted. Speak with me again once Gabrielle's taught you the basics. I know I can come across as chilly, but truthfully, I'm anxious to get you into the field.
Oh, it's you. What a welcome surprise. By Mara, that business with Angoff feels like lifetimes ago. I'm glad to see you're still in good health. So, Verida gave you an Antiquarian's eye, eh? You mean to join the Antiquarian Circle? Searching mostly. I couldn't rest knowing Darien was still out there, trapped in the colored rooms. I want to help him, speak to him somehow, you know? But it's just not that simple. Maybe. To be honest, it started with Ayleid research. I had a theory that Ayleid relics from Meridia-aligned tribes might grant me access to the colored rooms, or at least let me contact someone held there. This led me to the Antiquarian's Eye. No, just objects. Fortunately, it's allowed me to continue my research into the Ayleids. It's even given me a few other routes of inquiry. Meridia's shrine on Mount Kilcreath, for instance. I've got to believe something out there can help us. Thanks. We'll find him. It's just a matter of time. Oh, it's you! What a welcome surprise! By Mara, that business with Angoff feels like lifetimes ago. I'm glad to see you're still in good health. So, Verida gave you an Antiquarian's Eye, eh? You mean to join the Antiquarian Circle? Searching mostly. I couldn't rest knowing Darien was still out there, trapped in the colored rooms. I want to help him, speak to him somehow, you know? But it's just not that simple. Maybe. To be honest, it started... Thanks. Oh, it's you. Wow, really? That's uncharacteristically gracious of her. Huh. Well, anyway, let's get started. It all begins with concentration. The eye wants to show you what you seek. So, clear your thoughts, and conjure up a picture of the relic in your mind. The exciting part. Gaze into the eye and focus on the facets in the glass. Take a breath and try to unify the symbols into a single pattern. Eventually, you'll stop looking at the lens and start looking through it. Why don't we just give it a try? Don't fret. I mean, sure, it's not as if we're learning to boil rice down here, but someone with your innate talents should take to the process quite well. And like most things, you'll only improve with practice. Well done. Now fix your eyes on the center and the corners of the lens. Then turn your focus inward toward the facets in the glass. Concentrate, and the facets should merge. Unifying the lens into a single pattern will perfectly attune the eye, but you only need to reach the foci to gain a rough idea of the object's location. If you lose your focus, just try again. I'll meet you in the courtyard. Looks like this is the spot. Time to excavate the antiquity. Remember to move cautiously. Use the right tool for the right level of excavation, and don't rush yourself. Even careful digging can result in an unsteady dig site, so be mindful of its stability. There you have it. You're a proper antiquarian now. Seems you have quite a knack for it, too. Just keep practicing with the Antiquarian's eye and master those digging techniques. I'm confident you'll be recovering priceless relics in no time. There you have it. I'd report back to Verida and let her know you successfully extracted your first antiquity. Don't expect too much in the way of praise, but trust me, she'll be ecstatic. Once you've checked in, start looking for relics. No time like the present, eh?
Welcome back, Antiquarian. I trust your time with Gabrielle was illuminating? Excellent. I had a good feeling about you, and as usual, I was right. From now on, consider yourself free to pursue any antiquities that interest you. We will catalog your findings for study, and together we will uncover the mysteries of this world. You have a great deal of work to do, Antiquarian. Wouldn't you agree? We're all quite busy, truth be told, but I suppose I can make more time for our most promising initiates. Is there something I can help you with? That is entirely up to you. What cultures spark your curiosity? What region of Tamriel do you yearn to visit? Or, if it's simple wealth you're after, what item might fetch a prize on the second-hand market? The choice is yours. Well, your Antiquities Codex contains only those antiquities we're currently aware of. If you want to make a unique discovery of your own, you'll need to find a lead. Something that gives you a place to start. Practically anywhere, believe it or not. Tucked away in chests, in the pockets of bandits, stashed in musty ruins. Just explore Tamriel as any adventurer would, and you're bound to find some. The potential applications of our discoveries are endless. You might find items worthy of display in your home, or discover a long-forgotten technique for body ornamentation. You might even recover jewelry or armor imbued with arcane power. Oh, I couldn't possibly choose. In any case, my interest in these objects has less to do with their uses and more to do with their historical value. Amalian swore she found parts of a mechanical mount, but that sounds a bit outlandish to me.